Deontay Wilder's trainer Malik Scott says that we could be looking forward to some big matchups with Deontay Wilder coming up in the future. And he gave a list of potential matchups that we might see Deontay Wilder in. And a lot of people are saying that it's ring rust is why Deontay Wilder lost to Joseph Parker. Some people, is alluding to the fact that his killer instinct is gone based on what he said on the interview. I want to get in here and kind of talk to y'all a little bit about what's next for Deontay Wilder. What do we want to see and what's possible. And I just want to kind of talk about Deontay Wilder, man, because it looks like he's been taking some losses lately, man, and he hasn't been looking himself. And I think it's worth getting here talking about potential matchups, what can actually happen. Who would really want to get in the ring with Wilder, who really want to see Wilder fight at this point. And I want to give my thoughts on it right here on the original Gym Boxing. Much love, peace, and blessing to the brothers and the sisters that checking in with your boy. This your boy, Get a Mic. Really appreciate it. And let's get right into it, man. So I see an article here where it says Wilder's trainer sees Andy Ruiz, Daniel Dubois as future opponents. I'm also hearing that Tyson Fury could also be one, which I don't think will happen, and also Andy Ruiz. Okay, so there's a few fights for Deontay Wilder that could take place in the future. It says Malik Scott, head trainer for former WBC heavyweight champion Wilder, believes there are plenty of options out here for his boxer. Last weekend in Saudi Arabia, Wilder snapped a 14-month layoff and suffered a 12-round unanimous decision loss to Joseph Parker, which all you guys pretty much seen. The loss was highly unexpected, with many observers tabbing Wilder a significant favorite, entering the fight. Okay, but the loss derailed the mega plan between Wilder and Joshua, with promoters scheduling a March date in Saudi Arabia for that event. The 38-year-old Wilder is 1-3 in his last 4 ring appearances, and now at the crossroads of his career. Do you guys think that Deontay Wilder is going to start getting back in the ring with some of these bigger name fights? Or do you guys think that it's going to be hard for Wilder to get fights now because of his recent performances? You know what I mean? But in my personal opinion, I think, Deontay Wilder he's gonna be able to get some fights. Okay, he has a big name in the sport. He's built he's built the name up for himself as being a knockout puncher, somebody that's actually, you're just not sure what's gonna happen in the fight. He leaves the suspense. So I think anytime there's suspense where you're not sure what's gonna happen, there's always gonna be potential for a matchup. And also he has a name that he's built up. So, it's kind of one of them situations where it was kind of like Adrian Broner. He built up a name for himself. He was very, very popular with the fans. And a lot of people got accustomed to, to hearing his name. So, if other boxers up and coming that don't have a big name, they'll try to get in there with him, to try to make a name for themselves. It's kind of like a gatekeeper situation. You kind of want to have certain names on your resume, and I think that's kind of the situation that's happening with Deontay Wilder now, because he has a big name. He had a big trilogy with Tyson Fury that was extremely popular, and now if guys can get in there with Wilder, they see he's beatable. They see he's looking he's looking, how can I say, like an easy win. His legs are skinny. He's, out the ring for a while. It didn't look too good. I think a lot of people are starting to see, hey, man, I can get in there and probably whoop this dude. And I can whoop, I can whoop that boy. His legs are skinny. So I think that's pretty much what's going on with this. I think Wilder is going to be able to get fights now. But, it just all remains to be seen whether or not he's going to be able to get in there and really, really win. Is Wilder going to be able to win these fights is the important thing. And we're just not so sure about it. Alexander Usyk, I don't see Deontay Wilder beating Usyk. Usyk handled Joshua pretty well. He's handled every single fight that he's been in there with. He's super quick, super fast hands, Very skilled boxer, very patient, counterpunch. He just pretty much has the whole nine, man. And if he was to get in there with Wilder, I'm pretty sure that he'll win. You know what I mean? I mean, it remains to be seen. We still got to see it, but I'm very confident Usyk beats Wilder at this point. And Daniel Dubois just got in there with Gerald Big Baby Miller in a fight where he pretty much, you know, handled business. You know, he was in there in tip-top shape, man. He looked phenomenal. You know, Gerald Miller was putting pressure on him and trying to bully him, but he stood the test of time. He stood the test of pretty much, you know, the bigger fighter putting pressure on him. He passed that test, and he looked phenomenal in the way he counter-punched. He threw his hands, man, and he won the fight. So he's proven that he's a good fighter. You know, even though he had, you know, some issues in the past, you know, certain losses and things that he had, but for the most part, he's looking, up to date right now, he's looking really, really good in the ring. So you have to lean towards Dubois in there against Wilder as well. You know what I mean? I'm not necessarily sure if another fight with Fury would make sense at this point, because them boys already got it in 3 times. And I think Fury got the best of them, you know, the majority of the fights. And so I don't see that happening. Now, I do see an Andy Ruiz fight happening. I believe that fight was in the works a while ago. And I think you know, negotiations failed in that situation. And I can see Andy Ruiz and Wilder getting in there, you know. But you know, we've talked about this in the past. You know, how would that fight play out? You know, you just never know. Andy Ruiz, you know, you never know what kind of Andy Ruiz you're gonna get first, because you know, is he gonna come in shape, or he's gonna come in like 400 pounds, or you know what I mean? You know, is he gonna come in focused and in shape? And you know, that boy got hands, man. You know, Andy Ruiz is no slouch when it comes to the heavyweight division. He can get in there and mix it up with pretty much any one of these guys, man. So you know, you have to kind of lean towards him a little bit in that fight too, just as far as how quick his hands is, and how much power Andy Ruiz got. He has speed and power, and he throws combinations, and that's a dangerous mix if you Deontay Wilder getting in there with a guy like that. You know, he's a lot shorter than Wilder, but you know, that was no issue for him versus Anthony Joshua either. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it remains to be seen, you know, what's next for Wilder. You know, do we even really want to see Wilder back in there? But you know, he's a big name. You know, he created a big name for himself. He's knocked a lot of guys out early in his career, and you know, no disrespect to Wilder, good dude. I like Deontay Wilder. I say it time and time again. No disrespect. The brother's a good brother, and I got a lot of respect for Deontay Wilder. But with that being said, y'all let me know down in the comment section how you feel about it. This your boy Get a Mic. Much love, peace, and blessings. I'm finna get up out of here, and that's pretty much the bell right there. So y'all have a good one, man, and I'll holler at y'all in the next video. Peace out.